What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I am currently in South Africa on my holidays visiting my family. I've been here now for about 2.5 weeks. I'm actually coming to the end of my holiday. I didn't travel here very well. It took like 40 hours to get here, and I was eating off plan because it was very difficult to stay on plan, and my sleep was all messed up and my meal times and everything. I actually put 15 pounds of scale weight on in 2 days. And obviously that's not body fat, but you know, it was, I was holding a lot of water and inflammation from eating foods that I wasn't used to eating. But I kind of leveled out the few days afterwards, but my weight never dropped down to what I was before I started traveling. But it's all fine. I've been mostly on plan here with food, been eating a lot of lean proteins and vegetables to get my nutrients in, and then just adding in some fun food. My parents had Lindt chocolates, biscuits and Christmas cake. So I ate all of those. But yeah, you know, it's Christmas, only Christmas once a year, and I know that my body is fully adjustable. So I know that once I get back home and I get back onto my plan 100%, everything's going to level out and come back again. So yeah, today I've been up for about an hour. I'm going to go out there in a second, have a coffee, and then I'm going to go to the gym. I have been making sure that I've been working out really hard. So I've been putting the calories to full use. So so the extra carbs have been helping to fuel my workouts, and then all the proteins and the nutrients, making sure that it's going to my muscles for optimal recovery. So I have been eating everything that I'm supposed to be eating. It's just that I've just allowed myself those extra few treats. So yeah, I'm going to show you a workout. I'm actually going to do a Q&A. I put a Q&A box on Instagram and asked you to ask me questions. So I'm going to answer those questions. And then what else? This afternoon, I'm going to go and do cardio, and I'll show you where I've been doing my cardio and my steps. And then tonight, I'm going out for din-dins with my fam. So I'm going to bring you along with me today. Yeah, stick around and I'll see you on the other side. What's up guys? So we're going to do my Q&A. So I asked on Instagram for you to ask me any questions regarding fitness, obviously, or nutrition, and try and have it centered around like New Year goals or the New Year bloat or your Christmas bloat, basically. So anyway, I got a few questions, so I'm going to answer them here. So first one, I want to lose weight but don't want to track macros or follow a meal plan. Advice. Okay, so if you don't want to follow a strict plan, what I recommend that you do, first of all, don't restrict any macro groups. So don't go no carb, don't go low fat. Just, I would say, keep eating the way that you're eating, but try and halve your portions of what you're normally eating, and then think about adding in some lean protein. So by lean protein, your leanest proteins are going to be chicken breast, whitefish, and shrimp, something like that. They're your leanest proteins. And add in some vegetables. Okay, so this is going to level out your blood sugar to stop cravings. It's going to keep you satiated. Protein is the most satiating of macro groups. Yeah, so for instance, say you're eating spaghetti bolognese. Say you want to eat a spaghetti bolognese with pasta. What I would do is halve your portion size, add in 3 ounces of chicken breast, and add a vegetable. So you could have zucchini noodles. So you're basically still having spaghetti bolognese, but you have increased the protein. That's going to keep you nice and full, and you've added zucchini noodles, so that's taken half of your calories away right there, and whatever tomato sauce that you've been using. Okay, so that's what I suggest for that one. Next one, I want to grow my glutes. What are the best exercises? So first of all, progressive overload. If you want to grow your glutes, I would say 2 or 3 workouts a week with specifically glute movements. And then you want to make sure that you're working the glutes from all angles. So if you choose 4 exercises for glutes in each of those workouts, you want to do 1 squat or lunge movement, so anything that bends the knees, squat or lunge movement, 1 hip hinge movement, so RDLs, the glute extension, reverse hypers, things like that. Then you want to do 1 hip thrust or glute bridge movement, so either banded on the ground on the booty builder, barbell hip thrusts, all those kind of things. Okay, and then your 4th one, you want to do an abduction movement, so that's where you're opening the knees, you're abducting the hip, so abduction, taking away from the body, and you can do banded lateral walks, the abductor machines, and anything that opens the knees up. There's loads of variations. So those 4 kind of movement patterns in each of your glute workouts. Next one, this is from one of my clients. When are you back? Yes, I'm currently in South Africa. I might already be back by the time you see this, but we're on Thursday today, and I travel back on Monday, which is the 2nd of January, and then I'll be back at work by the end of the week. Can you recommend a cleanse to get rid of this holiday bloat? So I don't really do any of those liquid cleanses, but I know a lot of people that have done them, and I won't say they're bad, but I know that they don't really work for me because I like to eat my food basically. They work for some people, and like I say, you know, there's a few out there, and you would just eat, you would drink a shake several times a day. But what I like to do is, if I want to really clean up my diet and kind of get rid of excess water and inflammation, I will do 3 days, and I will just eat lean protein and vegetables, and I'll eat as much of that as I like. I won't try and restrict portion sizes, but I'll just stick to those foods because I always want to keep my protein nice and high for recovery and for muscle building and muscle maintenance. So I want the protein, lean protein again, the ones that I said earlier. Chicken, fish, shrimp are your leanest protein sources. And then with vegetables, just don't do potatoes because they're a starchy carb, and don't do sweet corn and butternut, things like that, which are very carby. Just stick to nourishing vegetables, your normal ones: broccoli, cauliflower, zucchini, green beans, all those good ones, and just eat as much as you like. 3 days, and you'll see that you'll lose a lot of the water weight, excess water weight, and inflammation. So that's what I would recommend. Next one, I want to start your transformation program, but I don't have the time for all of the workouts. Can I do 3 days of workouts to get fit? Yes, my programs are fully customized to you, your goals and your lifestyle. So at the start, I will send you a couple of questionnaires about your current lifestyle and your goals and your nutrition preferences, and you tell me exactly what you do like, what you don't like, what your current schedule is like, how many days a week you can realistically commit to doing exercise, and then I just work with what you tell me you can do, and I'll come up with a fully customized meal plan, 2 meal plans that you can alternate between, and a workout program that you can follow, and cardio and all of that. And like I say, it's fully customized and you get weekly check-ins. So if there's ever a problem with the meal plan, I'll make adjustments at the weekend, and you can send me video demonstrations of yourself doing the exercises in case that you need your form checked. So yeah, it's very hands-on. We work closely together. So if you're interested in that, then DM me. I'll put the details in the box below, or you can find me on Instagram, Emma Asher Fit, and we can talk on there. So that's all the questions for now. I'm going to go into the gym now. It's a leg day. I might film a little bit actually if it's not too busy, and you can see what movements I'm doing. But thanks for listening, guys. So this workout will actually help me explain one of the questions that I just answered. So on this day I was doing a glute workout, and my normal training schedule is a little bit messed up because this gym hasn't got a lot of the equipment that I usually use. So I've been just doing the 4 variations, the 4 movement patterns that I explained earlier. So this is the knee bending one, so a squat or a lunge. This is a leg press. And to be honest, I usually do this leg press single-legged because with 2 legs, I can lift the whole stack basically with both legs. So it's better if it's a single leg, so it's more challenging. But what I really like to do is make sure that I am pushing through the heel. This kind of movement is very easy to start pushing through the ball of your foot. And when that happens, you're actually engaging the quads. So you need to push through the heel, and that's going to transfer the resistance through your posterior chain, through the back of your leg, your hamstring, and into your glute. So nice controlled reps, and squeeze the glute. Okay, the next one is the hip hinge movement. So I just decided to grab a couple of dumbbells. I can also do this on the Smith machine. I can go much heavier if I use the Smith machine than if I'm holding the dumbbells in my hands. But yeah, really make sure here that you're keeping a neutral spine, that you're not craning your head up, and then you're pushing the hips backwards, and you're thinking about the weight being in your heels. So again, if your weight is a little bit forward on your toes, you're more likely to round the back. And you really need to be thinking about pushing those hips backwards. And then your cue at the bottom of the movement is to push the ground away. Try not to think about standing up. You're going to push your heels into the ground, and that's going to bring your shoulders up. I don't like to go all the way up to the top and do that raisin butt squeeze at the top. I'm trying to keep the tension in my hamstrings. Next one is the glute bridge or hip thrust variation. Again, I usually do this on the Smith machine, but the Smith machine in this gym is very close to the wall, and it doesn't look like I can be in a good position to do the hip thrust. So I just grabbed this lightweight and I just went for high reps rather than heavyweight, lower reps. Get as high as you can and really think about squeezing those glutes right at the top. And you can see my weight again is in the heel. I'm kind of raising my toes a little bit so that I don't feel it in my quads. I feel it in my hamstring, my glute tie-in and my glute. And then the next movement pattern is those abductions. So this abductor machine I actually really like. These machines, they're actually pretty new and they're really comfortable, if that makes sense. The pads are really padded. So yeah, I really like them. And this abduction machine's got an adjustable seat, whereas the one that I use in my home gym hasn't got an adjustable seat. So yeah, I really like this abduction machine. And then hamstrings. So I usually always do a hamstring movement on glute day, an isolation movement. So here they've only got the lying hamstring curl. I really try and make sure that I keep my toes straight. So I see a really common mistake is people flare out their toes when they bring their heels up towards their butt. The toes kind of spread out. And that's your body's way of cheating, basically. So you've got to be really spot on and keep those toes straight. So that is my workout done. I'm going to go home now and get some food.
I could really use a change of scenery. Yeah. Everybody smoking all the greenery. Yeah. Close the match 'cause they were handed down to me. But I'm still fly, I know. I'm still fly, let's go. It could all be worse, I could be a hater like you. It could all be worse. Pills to make the man, but that poison's gonna chew you. From the inside out, so right now, say it with your chest now, say it with your chest now. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out.
So guys, this is Leisure Island, which is where I come every day to do cardio or my steps. It's absolutely beautiful here. Over the other side there's a lagoon and people are kayaking and there's a yacht there, and this is the quiet side where we come to walk the dogs when we had dogs. But this is where I run. I'm currently doing 25 minutes of running 4 times a week. And then I'll do 30 minutes of steps as well because I'm quite sedentary at the moment at home. So this is where I like to come in the afternoon.
I'm still fly, let's go. It could all be worse, I could be a hater like you. It could all be worse. Clothes to make the man, but that poison's gonna chew you. From the inside out, it's time to say it with your chest now, say it with your chest now. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody